Okay, welcome to Cubic Right Angle Weave Variation 1. My name's Glenda Paunanen and I'm with Beads Gone Wild. And this is what we're going to be looking at today. Hopefully you watched the first video, which is how to do Cubic Right Angle Weave. And we're going to do it so that now we make a variation in the stitch, okay? So the first thing, if you remember the last video, I told you to lay out your beads 3, 2, 2, 1, and that's what you would pick up for the row, doing the whole row. Now when we decide to change it, like in this case where we're going to change what I'm calling the arms, and you'd have to watch the first video again to know what we're talking about, but we're changing out the arms. But the first 3 beads that you pick up, remember, this is an arm, this is the head, this is the arm. So when we go to change it, this is going to become 3 beads. But these 3 are considered 1. Sorry. Those 3 are considered 1. This is considered the second bead, and this group is considered the third bead. Then when we do the second stitch in the row, this will be bead 1 and 2. Then this will be bead 1, bead 2, and the last bead, bead 1. So when we come back in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a refresher with these beads, and then we'll go into the changing of the sides. Okay, the quick little recap. My thread is exiting this bead right here. So we start by picking up the 3 beads, going through the bead we're exiting in the same direction we were going, and going forward. Remember, those 3 beads make a head, an arm, and an arm. We pick up 2 beads, go through the arm on the side where our thread is, plus the bead that we're in, plus we go forward. Now we have 2 heads here, and we have an arm, and an arm, and an arm. Pick up 2 beads, go through the arm of the group we just did, the bead that we're in, and we go forward. Now we're on the last stitch. We only have 1 bead left. Before we pick it up, we need to go up. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon, so we're going to take the elevator up. Here's where we are. We're going to take the elevator up, that arm. Going to buy us a parachute, which is the last bead. And then we're going to jump from this arm that we're coming out of over to this arm. And we're going to fall down, because you can't fly up. We're going to fall down. We're going to go through the bottom. We hit the ground. We got to drag ourselves over to the elevator again. Take the elevator back up. Get to the top. There's 4 heads there. We're going to go around them all, giving them all a high five. Good job. Even though I landed down on the ground, I got up, and here we are again. Okay, So now we'll start changing things out. Okay, to change out the arms, again, I'm exiting this bead. Doesn't matter which one you are, but you have to be exiting one of them. And we're going to pick up these 3 beads, which are considered the first bead of the 3. The head, and then the second bead, the third bead of the 3. And we're going to do what we've been doing. Go back through the bead that we're in the same direction we were originally going. Go through the next bead in that top group of 4. Pull it tight. Now we pick up the two beads, but it's going to be these 3 are going to act like one bead. This bead is going to be the second. And remember what we do. We go through the arm, which is those 3 beads. Go through the one we're in, right there. And we're going to go forward 1 through the next bead in the original group of 4. We're going to repeat the step we just did, picking up these 3 beads, which will become 1 bead, or they represent 1 bead. The arm, the head. Go back through this arm, and the bead we're in. Oops. And then we're going to go forward like we've been doing. But again, since we only have 1 bead left, we're going to go to Grand Canyon. Before we pick up the bead, we'll be going up these 3 beads, which is considered the arm on the other side. Hold on. Okay, so we come up these 3. Nobody else, just those 3. Pick up our last bead. And remember, we're not going this way, we're not going over there. We're going to pick up this parachute, jump from this cliff over to this cliff and fall down. Get to the bottom. Drag ourselves across the bottom of the canyon floor. Take the elevator back up. Yay! Give everybody a high five and then continue on. Remember, when you do the high five, you need to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, and then join the front to the back. You can go through more if you want, but at least make sure to get those last 2. Okay, so that's how you can do some variations with your cubic right angle weave. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.